Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Things Found Online. I am Vokal the Slug Cat, and we are back yet again with some new big Toph. Of course, Toph ain't got nothing better to do at night, so she is back with yet another live stream. Looks like this one's about an hour and a half long, so let's not waste too much time. Let's go ahead and jump right into this thing. Big shout out to my Ko-fi members. Highly appreciate y'all. And let's see what's cooking with Big Toe. You're just starting off eating. That's great.
Am I gay too? No. Bruh, that was not a firework. That was a legit gunshot, I think. I wish people would just stop doing that. Not even the 4th of July anymore. What are we, the 8th? We're 4 days past the 4th of July. People literally have PTSD. People don't even think. And we gotta go through another almost 2 weeks
shut
before
up.
it dwindles down. All night. I don't know what type of PTSD I got, because there's different kinds of PTSD. But still, that scared me, because I thought I was getting shot at.
No, you did not.
Well, I do have PTSD because I was diagnosed. Obviously, I was in a freaking carjacker. And when loud noises, you see that was unexpected. Thank you for the heart. That was unexpected. People think, oh, how come you didn't react? Because sometimes I'm expecting. Sometimes if I'm really paying attention, I'm like, oh, I need to. But that just sounded like a gunshot. And I thought I was getting shot at. And that's not cool at all. People have to have respect at the time where animals get displaced. Because when fireworks go off, sometimes the animals get scared. And they run away from home. And then they get lost. A lot of animals get lost on the 4th of July because of that. And people don't understand just how it affects pets as well as people. It's like we're already the all day and night. Stop. It's every single night. Give it a rest already. People have no respect for those around them. I'm sorry, but I don't even know. They have no empathy. That people tell you to be careful because you may have someone living next to you. It's people that went into the war have really bad PTSD. And when you're popping off fireworks like that, you trigger people. And then we're already the 8th. It's not needed. That's uncalled for.
Well, aren't you just a Debbie Downer? I guess.
That really triggered me badly. I was jamming and next thing I knew, pop! I thought I was getting shot at. I'm not a veteran, but even so, there's other people besides veterans that have PTSD. Why are we still popping off fireworks on the 8th? It does not matter. And
leftover fireworks, Toph. Am I supposed to just people supposed to just sit on their fireworks till next year? There's only one day where you're allowed. Like, shut up, be quiet.
Sometimes people can't control their triggers. It hurts right there. I literally thought I was getting shot at. I had just talked about my situation of being in a carjacking. You can't control your triggers. And the thing is that even when I'm crossing the street in the median, the cars will be whipping by, and that scares me. A car slows down, that scares me because I think they're going to shoot at me. Especially sometimes. Yeah, that triggers me too. Because it's just like, dang, let me get my portable charger. I got to plug it in before. People were saying, oh, you didn't get triggered. That's the thing. Sorry. I have super itchy. Sorry. I don't care. It's a one-sided beef. You don't get up and freak out if you was getting shot at. That's not how that works. That's not how your fight or flight senses work. Monica, to address your comment, that's not how that works.
Girl, I just realized, why are you wearing the same clothes again? Like, come on, man. Just days. What are you doing? You know you're going to be presenting yourself to the world by live streaming. Just take a shower, man. What the fuck? What are we doing here?
It was a firework and it triggered me. Again, for me, I don't know. There's nowhere for me to run. And also, I'm not just going to get up and run. That's not how my fight or flight senses, sometimes they don't work. But people need to be mindful. It doesn't matter how someone reacts. It's the fact that people need to be mindful that there's people around them that may have PTSD and may get triggered.
Girl, no, that's not how that works. You're the one that has PTSD. So get you some earmuffs or some earplugs or some shit. It's not everyone else's responsibility to think about the small percentage of people that might be dealing with PTSD. I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say that, but it's just the reality. You're the one that has triggers. You need to do things or get things that can help reduce that. It's not on everybody else, Tophia.
We are the 8th. We are not the 4th of July. The 4th of July is over with, so why are you blasting fireworks? There was
Because I
someone literally
can.
on the neighborhood app, because the neighborhood app is centered around the area I was at, that a mother was literally asking people to stop lighting the illegal fireworks because it's scaring her son with autism. Again, these are the things that people need to be mindful of. That's not being mindful. It doesn't matter. You're the 8th. You're not the 4th of July anymore. How is someone going to get over PTSD? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard or ever seen from a comment. Get over it. You don't get over PTSD. That is the stupidest thing I've heard. And you're just as dumb as Trump. Just inject yourself with bleach and you won't have COVID. Did you know if you inject yourself with bleach, it prevents COVID? That's what Trump said that. Did someone just ask to define PTSD? Because that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What do you mean define PTSD? I have to.
Like, why is that stupid? It's a valid question. It's Can you define it, Tophia? Are you gonna have to look it up on your Switch? Come on.
PTSD from a car accident. But that's something that is hard for me. You never really overcome because you can't. So you can overcome being afraid of driving, right? You were probably afraid to drive and eventually you got over that fear. But again, some people with PTSD, there's different types of PTSD, which I did not know. There's more severe ones, and then there's ones where eventually, you don't have the symptoms of PTSD, they go away. But for PTSD, it's not something that someone can overcome if it's something like in my situation, I was in a carjacking, so
Of
loud popping
course.
sounds out of nowhere will trigger me. In some instances, if it sounds enough to the gunshots that I heard when my brother got shot in the head, pow, that one sounded like gunshots. Or some fireworks don't really trigger me, if that makes sense. I can't choose what triggers me, it doesn't. Because some of those fireworks that don't trigger me might trigger me. Because I haven't been triggered by fireworks that didn't really trigger me at first.
Sure.
It's not overcoming it because you can't really overcome something that you don't know when it's going to happen. Thank you for the heartbeat. Even cars. When we went to the car meets, those cars that are like, pop. Because I knew someone who was triggered from the pops just because of things that they went through. And so it's just define it. Why would I have to define PTSD? I don't have to define PTSD. Well, why does PTSD need to be defined? Why do you
Because you
want to be
can't.
disabled so bad? What? Nobody wants to be disabled. What are you talking about? I was born disabled. I have a learning disability. And PTSD literally stems from trauma. That's not being disabled. PTSD stems from trauma.
I'm not.
And because I went through a lot of trauma, it wasn't just from the carjacking. Especially when people would send people to the door and tell them to bam on the door. That triggered me. And major depression does not happen over one incident. I probably had major depression, but was undiagnosed because when at my old apartment, I just would sleep in a dark room. I would turn the blinds around and turn the blinds the other way so it's dark. I would do
What the
that,
fuck?
and I would sleep in a dark room. I had a plastic water bottle pipe.
Tophia, everybody essentially sleeps in a dark room. Like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? Like, come on, man. Just be saying shit, I swear.
Just a lot of things triggered me. It wasn't just the carjacking, you know what I mean? But anyways.
Sure,
No, my
yeah.
brother pawned the meta glasses for getting triggered is I was triggered by a firework. But no, I don't really want to do the medication. It makes you gain weight to depression medication and some other thing. I don't really want those side effects. But I can't speak on not being medicated. I'm not a doctor, so we ain't gonna touch that. I don't listen to Cat's Eye and Somber. I don't really listen to Somber like that, but thank you for the heart, me. What perfume? The Princess collection. It's from Bath and Body Works. It's the Princess one. And then I wear this, I layer it with the Warm Musk. It's called Warm Musk, but it's a vanilla scented, because I like vanilla scents. I like sweet scented perfumes. It depends if it's a sweet smelling floral scent. If not,
Just, I don't even want to imagine what that has to smell like. Just BO from wearing the same clothes days on end with a spritz of vanilla. Like, it's just gross, man. Go take a shower, Toph. Christ.
I can't do floral scents. I don't like floral scents. They smell, I don't know how people could wear floral scents. It's not even that loud. You know what I really want right now? Chicken nuggets with Big Mac sauce.
Of course.
Not even that. It's a cheeseburger with mac sauce. Get a cheeseburger with mac sauce. Thank you later. Cheeseburger with mac sauce. That's all I ever craved. Ever since somebody put me onto the cheeseburger and mac sauce, now that they sell the cups of mac sauce, I was back to eating the mac sauce and chicken nuggets. I do act my age. What do you mean? Oh, I can't do nothing. Shrinkage is a thing. With my hair, shrinkage is a thing. Because my curls shrink. My hair is pretty long. If I were to
It's pretty
just
matted
pull
too.
in one curl, it is pretty long. It's still good. See, it's soft. But it's not damaged. It's just not. And especially because it's summer, it's probably going to be dry. I voted Kamala Harris. People ask questions they already know the answer to. Because they can't be nice. They don't know how to be nice. The only thing they be is mean. Because they have hurt feelings and they take it out on other people. They don't know how to express what they're feeling right now because they're not feeling good. Because if they
The projection is insane. But go ahead.
were positive and they were feeling good, they say, they wouldn't be taking it out on other people. I don't know how people live their lives miserable. Negative. Straight negative. Every day you're negative every day. How do you live like that? How do you carry that much all day and you harbor that feeling and you're not even talking with someone about it? I think they're mad. I'm gonna say it. I think they're mad because nobody asked them how their day was. How is your day? How are you really feeling?
What the
Not how
hell
was
is
your
going
day in
on
the
with the
sense like
video?
today. What are you feeling today? Because clearly you're not feeling good. You're not happy. And if anyone says they're happy, they're not, because happy people don't come on the internet being negative, being rude, harboring this negativity all day. You walk around with a dark cloud over your head and it's raining. It's pouring rain all the time. Mr. Rogers, I love Mr. Rogers. My Mr. Rogers storage is in
Right.
storage. Once I get a place and I get into my storage, my good shirts are coming out.
So never? Because you're not on any housing list once again. And we're almost a year and a half into this whole shelter thing. Still not on a housing wait list. Like, all right, Tophia. If you say so.
Projection. I talked out my feelings today, but I don't know if you talked out yours. Clearly, you still have some hurt feelings because you're hurting hurt people. I talked out my feelings. I'm not mad today. I'm not upset. I'm not hurt people. When people go out and do the unthinkable, they were hurt. The Columbines were literally bullied, which I'm not saying it's okay for them to do what they did, hurt people. They were bullied. That's what happened. That's why they went and did what they did. Yes,
Why
they
are you talking
was.
about
Look it
this?
up. Sometimes some people, well, no. Well, some people do things and they're not bullied or anything. And I'm not saying every event that has happened was someone being bullied. Sometimes it's because of racism. They'll hurt people. Nobody said that was the expectation. Who said that was the expectation? Oh no, I can't be political. My page would get taken down because you can't say a lot. Some people that were already political can get away with it. But no, I don't think I would be me, right? Well, I could help you. I could really piss you off. I get a boyfriend or girlfriend, someone who's breathing. I was gonna say bleeding. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say breathing. So,
Wow.
what do you
Okay.
mean? Behind? So, it's just weird coincidences. I can't talk about certain things because it's private. So, I'm not gonna talk about other people's stuff. But
Sure.
if you look
Okay.
up, there was just, what was it? There was another viewing, and the person was a Garcia. I know some things. I'm not even gonna get into it. A
Wow.
lot of Garcia.
Are you still? She is. I'm gonna back it up a little bit because she's about to say some racist shit again. This is ridiculous, man. How far? We didn't even make it. Didn't even make it 15 minutes without some racist shit coming out of her mouth. Go ahead, Tophia.
Viewing, and the person was a Garcia. I know some things. I'm not even gonna get into it. A lot of Garcias have committed crimes. The guy that unalived my brother was a Garcia. There's just, I'm not even gonna get into it because it's personal coincidences I'm not even gonna talk about. So I clicked out of the song. That has nothing, Garcia has nothing to do with race. Now let's not go there with that one. The last name, I'm talking about
What?
the last name. I'm not talking about race. There.
Like, word? Really, Tophia? Which race is Garcia a common last name? Because I've never ran into a white guy or a black guy with the last name Garcia. I'm sure there's probably some out there somewhere, but yeah. I feel like you're just trying to spin this shit, but okay, if you say so.
There you go, trying to make it about race, but no one even said anything. I didn't say Hispanic, I didn't say Latino, I didn't say nothing like that.
It's
Let's get
insinuated.
that 100% correct, because I know where people are trying to go with that, because you flip that. I'm Hispanic. Now what? People are just...
Being Hispanic has nothing to do with your fucking race, Tophia. She's so dumb. This is why I say when she says she's Hispanic, she's implying that she's Latina, and she's not. She's fucking not. Her granddad was from Spain. She's a Spaniard. Hispanic literally just means that you come from a Spanish speaking country. That's literally all it means. It has nothing to do with your race whatsoever. She's so dumb, dude. It's incredible.
This is so insufferable, it annoys me. Oh, you're gonna try to claim something? That's not how that works. I just said do your research. No way did I say, did I mention race? No. Did I mention ethnicity? No. Did I mention any of that? No. So why are you jumping to conclusions? It's just an odd coincidence. Why do people like doing stuff like that? That's what really annoys me. You be the ones that be coming over here saying, you make everything about race, and then you just did that. Go away. Nobody even mentioned race. Nobody. Because it is about race. When another person just got unalived by ICE, and they claimed he was trying to run them over. Are we going to ignore that? Everything that I have said that pertains to race has pertained to race. Black people can't walk into a store without someone assuming they're going to steal. Look at the young boy that is not here because...
How are you going to contradict yourself in 30 seconds flat? You were saying whatever the fuck you was talking about as far as like the Garcia thing, that had nothing to do with the race. And then you turn around and say, well, everything has to do with race. Like, I mean, which one is it, Tophia? Please pick a lane.
A worker from a gas station wanted to falsely accuse him when you could see him put the water bottles back. People say, oh, you took the water bottles. Da, 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 da. He went to grab. Anybody has a right to not buy from someplace. If they feel unwelcomed, how do I say this? Not even unwelcome. If they feel like unwelcomed. I wouldn't shop at a place where someone's following me around. He had every right to put the items back and not buy from them. He didn't want to buy from them because they were already treating him like a criminal when he walked into the gas station. Following him around, watching him. When he picked up the water, he said, nah, never mind. I'm not going to buy from here. That was his right to do. Then to try to accuse him and say that he walked out with the water bottles, even though you can clearly see on camera, he put the water bottles back. That was not no white person that got, because he was stealing water bottles. So when I talk about things that pertains to race and that is actually about race, so you're just making up stuff that isn't about race. Nowhere did I mention anything about someone's race. There could be a white person with the last name Garcia, so now what's your logic then? Anybody could have the last name Garcia and they may not be Hispanic. So now what? Some people need to stop doing that.
Are you really implying that, like, no, Tophia, you're not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's a cursed last name. If you have the last name Garcia, you're just prone to violence. Like, no, man, get the fuck out of here.
Because it's annoying.
Stop looking at the camera like that, your ugly ass.
I just said it's a weird coincidence because if you look it up, right, and I'm not saying for every state, in New Mexico, yes, that's why I thought it was odd. That's all I said. Ain't nobody pertain nothing to race. I just said it's odd. And then people want to go and try to switch up, try to change words, try to say, oh, look, she's doing this. I don't care. Post whatever you want to post. That's what I said. It was not geared towards a certain race or ethnicity, considering the fact I'm Hispanic. So now what are you going to say? Oh, you can still hate your people. I don't hate my people. You hate...
They're not your fucking people. Let's start there, okay? For one, they're not your fucking people because you're not fucking Latino. Just stop it. You're not Latino, Toph. I will beat this topic to death. I don't care. You're not Latino. Stop trying to conflate the fact that you are Hispanic with being Latino. She literally, she said some shit about, I missed this and I caught it when I watched my video back. She says something about, she didn't have a quinceañera. Well, yeah, no shit. It's not a custom in Spain. So of course you didn't have one. Fucking dolt.
You hate your people. If you assumed that, then you hate your people. Because nobody here mentioned Hispanic people whatsoever. That was not in the conversation. Y'all just be mad weird just trying to cause problems where there isn't any. Considering the fact that you don't even care about Hispanic people. You don't even care about Mexican people. Nor do you care about what's going on with the people with ICE. You literally sit here when people say, you should go back to where you came from. They should deport me where? I'm an American citizen. And you literally just laugh at that's funny. Deportation jokes are not funny. Not when a dad is getting ripped away from his family and being deported to somewhere he's not from. When U.S. citizens are being deported to places that they're a U.S. citizen. Where are they sending them to? Deportation jokes are not funny, but you want to sit here and act like you care about Hispanics. When have you ever cared about Hispanics? You don't. You try to whitewash somebody and then sit here and say, oh, you're just white. You're not Hispanic. You're not black. Telling someone they're not Hispanic shows that you don't care about Hispanic people.
It's not a race, you moron. Being Hispanic is not a fucking race, Tophia. Again, like, she's so dumb. For her, like, this is the hill she wants to die on, and she doesn't even know what being Hispanic means, bruh.
Considering the fact the person is Hispanic. So if you're sitting here telling someone they're not Hispanic, then how are you going to fight for those people or people that are being affected by ICE when you literally condone some of the stuff? It'd be weird. Nobody calls out deportation jokes, considering the fact that there could be someone on my life whose family got deported, and you're making those jokes. It's not funny. Families are being torn apart. People didn't even get to spend time with their loved ones on 4th of July. Children had to spend 4th of July without their dads. Father's Day that just recently passed without their father because he's in some concentration camp. Let's call it what it is. It's not a detention center. It's a concentration camp. And some of you guys literally just sit here and let these people say this stuff. You don't care. You're not posting about what's happening with ICE. You're not talking about it. When I speak, you tell me to shut up, so that means you really don't care.
Yeah, we tell you to shut up because you're full of shit. It's all performative. You're virtue signaling. You don't care about any of these issues, Tophia, which is why you don't even bother to go to any protests when they're in your area. So, no, I don't give a fuck about your opinion on any of this shit because I know you're not really about that.
Telling someone that's talking about ICE and what's wrong with what ICE is doing to shut up. I already said why I'm not protesting.
Oh,
And
there it is.
literally, I can't protest. I'm not an activist, so I don't protest.
Like, oh my goodness. We're not even that far in, and I feel like my brain is literally melting. What do you mean I can't protest because I'm not an activist? Like, is there somewhere that I need to go register in order to get my activist card so I can attend a protest? She's so dumb. Like, what are you talking about, man? If you are for a cause, you just show up. You like, what the fuck do you mean?
Activists go out into the streets. I'm not going to go out into the streets because my mom needs me to help with housing. How am I going to help with housing if I'm in jail? I'm not trying to go to jail and have a record on me. When you go to a peaceful protest, the police make it unpeaceful because the police love to be the big agitators, the ones that love to call peaceful protests unpeaceful when they're not, especially when they love to hurt people for no reason. I was going to go protest with the people when Trump came to Albuquerque. Thank God I didn't do that. That would have been a bad idea. People started jumping on top of the police cars. They busted the convention center. Bombs, tear gas was sprayed. People literally, they jumped on top of cop cars. They smashed windows. It was crazy. And I was like, thank God I didn't go. I was downtown too that day, but I just decided to go home. I don't remember where I went, but I went somewhere. And Trump was here, and it got crazy. I was gonna go to a protest, but then I was sleeping in a car, and something happened, and I couldn't go. So I was gonna go because they had a protest against ICE. Again, for me, I can't really do protests because, first of all, I'm not like a little injury here. I've been maced before, and being maced or pepper sprayed is not fun. It burns, especially if you get maced and it's hot.
When the fuck did this happen, Tophia? This might be a new story. I ain't never heard about this shit. Please go on.
In the summer heat and you get maced, oh, that is. My cousin thought it was funny to mace me, and I was in elementary school.
Oh,
all I remember was my throat was burning really badly. I didn't know that I drink milk instead of water, so my throat was burning so bad I went and stuck my mouth under the faucet to drink water when I should have drank milk, and it burned my throat even more. It was not a good feeling. I don't know why he thought it was funny, but it was fun. He thought it was funny. I didn't think it was funny. My throat was burning. It burned the heck out of my throat.
Okay.
I think that's why I got a slight rasp. It was not fun. Being last day of high school, they pepper sprayed. Thank God I was on the bus already, so I didn't get any of that, but other students did. I guess there was a fight that broke out or something broke out, and they sprayed everyone. And I had made on bus, but the people that were still getting on, it's not fun. And especially if it's summertime and it burns 10 times worse. And it's not even about that. Like me, I gotta be careful. I'm all my mom has when it comes to now. I'm trying to keep myself out of trouble because if I go to jail, my mom's gonna worry, have high blood pressure, all of those things. I can go to a peaceful protest, but at the end of it, it ain't gonna be peaceful. Police love to disrupt the peace. It's not the people that disrupt the peace, it's the police. Like,
girl, shut up. You don't care about Marie. It's like, you just don't want to put yourself in a situation where something bad can happen to you. It ain't got shit to do with Marie. Please stop the cap.
That song, remember in Superbad when the police are dancing to that song that's like justice, no peace, don't trust the police. That's exactly how that goes. That's exactly what that is. No justice, no peace, don't trust the police. That is factual. I don't have to go to protests. Some of y'all that are literally telling me to go to protests probably never went to protest. And that's why I don't tell people to go protest, because I'm not going to sit here to go protest. Yes, I'm employed because I get paid online. Well, you can understand that you got blocked. I understand that. You don't got to understand anything anymore. You don't got to come back either. on another account. Try to understand it in another life. Don't understand it here. Why am I spending time with my mom? Because I don't know how many times I have to explain this to people. When I left the shelter, I was on a suspension. I have to talk to the supervisor to go back. I'm not going to talk to the supervisor to go back because I know they're not going to allow me. If I step foot on property to go see my mom, they're going to ask me to leave. I don't got money to go out there. That's like
You don't know that they're not going to allow you. You are just like with the protesting, you have an excuse for every little thing. Literally everything anything that would inconvenience Queen Toph, there's an excuse on why she can't do it every goddamn time. And it's so annoying. Like, they told you to come back and talk to the supervisor after the suspension. It's literally, that's what a suspension is. You're just suspended. You weren't fucking like exiled or banned. It was a suspension. Hell, you might have even been able to go back to that shelter so you could still be with your mom. But, oh, you're just not willing to even attempt. You're not even willing to make the attempt. That's what makes it so bad. It'd be one thing if you actually did go and you was like, yeah, I talked to him. You know, they said after my little stunt with the Tylenol or blah, 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 you know, they're not going to allow me back on the premises. But it's like, they're not keeping Marie hostage. Like, if you want to come help your mom so you can take her out for the day, I'm sure they would be accommodating to at least that. Like, what are you talking about?
$50 trip there and back with Lyft. People want to say, oh, but you can spend all this money, but you can do all that. I'm not wasting $50 on a trip there only to ask to leave property and come back and not even see my mom. I can't see my mom on property. I don't know why people do not understand that. I'm not paying $50, so I can't go see her because even before I get into the door to go see her, they're going to ask me to leave. The only reason why is because when someone takes me, because they took me and my mom to get our social security cards, I was in the car. She got in and they left. That's the only reason that I was able to be there because they did not know I was on property. I just showed up, picked up my mom, and left. Otherwise, I cannot sit there and visit with my mom. I was asked.
I don't believe you. I think you're full of shit. Because it's very convenient that when you needed something, you were able to make it happen. You were able to have someone came and picked up your mom with you in the car. Like, oh, was it S? Was it Stud Chew? Who the fuck is someone, Tophia? No, it's when you need shit. If something comes up with this housing shit and Tophia needs something from her mom, I guarantee you she will go see her once again. I guarantee it.
To leave because people wanted to falsely call the police. Some people really need to think before they speak. I'm not out of breath. Wait, you stay. How am I supposed to visit my mom if I'm not allowed on property? I am not spending $50 and wasting money to go there just to be asked to leave. Then that's another $50 back.
And I don't like, bruh, I know where this shelter is, where Mamachu is at. It is not that far that it would cost no fucking $50 for a one-way trip there. Like, she's so full of shit. From like the center of Albuquerque, because it is like it's right on the outskirts. It's not even like way fucking out there. It's not like a 30, it's not like a 30-minute drive out of the city. It's right outside of Albuquerque. And it's like from the central area of Albuquerque to this shelter, it's like a 30-minute drive. Like, it would not be no $50, bro. Just stop lying. Stop, please.
Dumb? And you want to literally say, that's stupid. Hello? I can't call them. If it's like when you get banned from Walmart. There's people that get banned from Walmart. They cannot shop at Walmart ever again. People that steal, that are boosters.
But you didn't get banned. You were suspended. And they told you need to talk to the supervisor after the suspension. You are just refusing to do the one step that takes effort on your behalf because you're fucking lazy. That's all it is.
Right? When they boost from Walmart, and I'm going to tell you this, boosters get kicked out of Walmart and they're asked to never come back. They're on a lifetime ban. That's like the situation with me. It's like a lifetime ban. I can't call them and tell them I'm going to visit my mom. Once I'm not allowed on property. Anybody could just be banned from the property and say, well, I'm going to go visit my mom. I'm going to visit. So they can lie just to get back on property. They don't know if I'm going to go visit my mom or not. And then maybe I might go visit my mom and be truthful, but they still ain't going to allow it. It is what it is. That's.
It's just a bunch of assumptions. Like, what are you even basing this off of? You never talked to anyone at that shelter after you were suspended, because you weren't banned. You literally said you were suspended hundreds of times at this point. So what are you basing this off of? Nothing. You just don't want to go back because you don't give a fuck about seeing Mamachu. Like, that's it. End of story.
It's like getting a lifetime ban from Walmart. Thank God. Well, I don't do anything to get banned from a grocery store, so thank God. But some people do get lifetime bans. Sometimes they ask you. That was like my brother, right? He didn't get a lifetime ban. He went. I don't remember what dollar store it was. It was a dollar store he said he went into, and they asked him to leave, and he didn't know why. And she said he couldn't come back. It was only $1 store. The rest of them he was allowed to go in, but he was like, I don't understand why that one I just couldn't go in there. They told me I was not allowed to go in there. I guess they mistaken him for someone else, but it's just crazy because people get.
Girl, your brother was very unique looking, just like yourself. They didn't mistake him for nobody. Stop.
Lifetime bans. It doesn't matter if I call them first. They're not going to allow me to go on property. They already made it clear. Kimberly did not like me because of who I was talking to.
Like, what does Kimberly have to do with you talking to a supervisor? Again, just making up any excuse to never go see her mom until she needs something. Then suddenly there will be some way.
She got fired, though. No, she can leave property. But here's the thing, because I've already explained about her leaving property. So in order to leave property, you have to get on this big yellow school bus, right? There's no way to leave property because it's outside of Albuquerque. The only way to leave property is through a shuttle early in the morning, right? So she has to take this big yellow bus and she has to leave property. In order for her to get on the bus, she has to use the lift because she has a walker. They will not let her use the stairs to get onto the bus to board, right? They was letting her, but they wasn't supposed to. If you use a walker, they have to let you on with a lift. She's afraid to use the lift because she's afraid she might fall off it. So I was helping her onto the bus. She doesn't have anyone to help her on the bus, so she's going to have to use a lift. They're going to make her use it, and she's afraid to use it. Then when she comes down here to visit me, there is no bus back until probably 3 o'clock. Then she's going to have to take the 3 o'clock bus to get back, and she's not going to want to go back right away. I cannot take her to go get the bus because the last shuttle is at 7 or a little after 7. I have to be back because I have a.
Then put her ass on the bus at 3. Like, what you said the shuttle that leaves from the shelter comes early in the morning. Early in the morning, I'm assuming that's like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Again, this shelter's less than 30 minutes from central Albuquerque, the middle of the city. It's not that far. So, okay, she gets in town around 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. And then y'all have 5 to 6 hours before you have to put her back on the bus. Like, the fuck are we talking about, man? It just sounds like you don't want to meet your mom to do anything with her. That's what I think.
A curfew. So by the time I even take her to go get the bus at 7, I cannot leave her there for 2 hours waiting because we would have to leave earlier than 7 so I can make it in time to get back to where I need to get to. So that's not even an option. By the time we even hang out, I'm going to have to leave early and then make her wait for the bus for 2 hours. And there's no point to make her wait in the heat for a bus for 2 hours and hang around under a bridge with a bunch of homeless people. I'm not going to leave my mom waiting under a bridge for 2 hours. That's not feasible. They don't have proper transportation to bring people to and from where they need to go. It's one shuttle that takes people early in the morning. The next shuttle, if you miss that one, is not until 3 p.m. By that time, there's no point because I can't help her get back, and she's going to have to go back by herself. And I'm not going to let her go back by herself just to get a shuttle. It's too much of a hassle. She has a walker now. It's hard for her to walk sometimes a long distance because she gets dizzy because of the carjacking. She has some slight signs of trouble walking. They did want to make sure that she was able to walk before she left, which she can, but she needs a walker to assist her now because she gets dizzy. And even then, I just can't, with everything that's going on, she probably has PTSD, right? She has some undiagnosed things that I don't know. Well, I don't know what she was diagnosed with. I don't remember, but she did get diagnosed. But
You don't remember, like, bro, you don't give a fuck about your mom. What do you mean you don't remember? You know she got diagnosed with some shit, but you don't remember what it is? But you swear you care about your mom. She's so full of shit. This shit's crazy, man.
But to be honest, I cannot leave my mom on the bus to go back by herself to get a shuttle. She would be afraid. I would have to go with her. And then by the time I wait, then it'll be too late and I'll be past my curfew to make it back. And then I have to make sure I don't want to get the bus late. I don't want to be out there late. Being downtown, being out there late, it's not even after 12. Even when it gets dark, I don't like to be downtown when it's dark. I've had things happen. Ain't no way. Albuquerque is not safe for people to be out at night. Obviously, some of y'all really gotta use your brains. And I hate it because people suggest things I've already thought of. You don't think that I thought, oh, well, why don't you just leave the property? It's too much of a hassle for one person to leave. That's why my mom doesn't go anywhere, because it's a hassle. It's extra work. And where's my mom gonna go?
You don't do any work at all. So, like, what's the problem?
Then she has to sit there for 2 hours. I can't make her sit and wait for a bus with no shade for 2 hours. Bro, she can't be with me if she has to go down to get the last shuttle. That's what I'm talking about. The last shuttle is at 7, right? Or 8 something. 7 or 8.
Then don't take the last fucking shuttle. Like, it's so simple. Okay, you got to get back to your shelter before curfew. You don't want to leave your mom there. Okay, then put her back on the 3 o'clock bus. What the fuck is the issue, man?
8, I can't remember, 8 something. But the thing is, I would have to take her early, which means we would have to leave, and she would have to wait there 2 hours earlier for the shuttle, because I have to make it back in time for my curfew. I won't make it back in time for curfew if I'm helping her get to the shuttle. They're not going to care if I'm helping my mom get to a shuttle. If I know what time my curfew is at, then I know not to be late. They're not going to care. You can't just tell them that. You know what time you're supposed to be back. There's no excuses. There's no nothing. You can't make excuses with places like that. It's too much of a hassle, and for her to get on the bus by herself is a lot. I've already said that. Anybody that has a walker or an assisted thing to help them get on the bus, they make them get on the lift. My mom was too afraid to get on the lift. That's why I folded up her walker and I helped her onto the bus. They said really technically they weren't supposed to do that. Mind you, that almost caused us to not even be able to take the shuttle. Some people have got banned from using the shuttle. They were never allowed back on the bus. But they made an exception because she was terrified. She can't Uber. That's not what you're understanding. I'm not paying $150 for an Uber. Again, that's a lot of money I don't have. It's $50 there, right? Then I would have, and that's not even $50. That's $200. That's a $200 trip. I don't got $200 for it. That's $200 for my storage that I got. Not $200 for an Uber trip. Because it's $50 there. It's right outside of Albuquerque, guys. It's literally a $50 trip. It's right outside of Albuquerque. From where I'm at to where she's at, that's a $50 trip. Then to pick her up in the Uber and come back, that's a whole other $50.
Girl, she's a grown-ass woman. If you're getting an Uber, you don't need to go there to get her and then come. Just have the Uber go get her from the shelter and bring her to your shelter. And then y'all can spend the day together, and then you put her back in a fucking Uber or the 3 o'clock bus if you don't want to pay for multiple Uber trips. Like, what are we talking about? You're just making excuses, man. That's why we don't buy any of the shit you selling, Toph, because it's all a load of shit.
So there and back, because I would have to make a round trip. I would have to pick her up and then come back. That's $50.
No, you don't.
Then I would have to pay $50 there and $50 back. $50 to drop her off, $50 to bring me back. That's $200 I do not have for a trip. And for people that don't believe me, it depends on how far the distance is that you're going. From where I'm at to where the place is at, which is right outside of Albuquerque, that's a $50 trip.
I don't
Sometimes
believe
it's
you.
cheap, but I ain't gonna sit there watching Lyft all the time to see when the prices drop. I don't got time to be sitting there seeing when prices drop.
I don't think going 30 minutes anywhere on Lyft or Uber, unless you live in like LA or like New York, so these like very high cost areas, it's not no fucking $50 for a 30-minute drive, bro. Like, get out of here, Tophia.
It's just not happening. I don't got time to be sitting there waiting for the Lyft prices to drop. And sometimes the prices don't go down. Who else is going to be sitting there watching prices drop? Not me. Alana, you just didn't listen. I didn't pay $200 for a Switch. I'm not paying $200 that could go to my storage for a trip.
How much did you pay for the Switch, Toph? I feel like, I mean, I know it's a Switch 1, but like that, it had to be like at least $100. Had to.
That's a waste of money. That money can go to my bills. And then I'm going to be sitting here saying, can someone help me pay my storage? And no one is going to help me. Are you going to help me pay my storage if I spend money for a $200 trip to go see my mom? No. Nobody's going to help me with the storage. I didn't spend a lot of money for the Switch. I don't know how many times I got to tell people that. If you spend a lot of money on your electronics, it's because you don't know how to properly spend your money. And then what? People are going to bring up the Hello Kitty or whatever. It's not about that. I'm not paying for me to take her and then go back and make multiple trips like that just for her to...
Girl, shut up. Like, if you spend a lot of money on your electronics and you don't know how to buy, girl, you are playing on like one of the most underpowered devices, period, as far as gaming goes. And guys, don't hate me for saying that. I had a Switch, okay? I recently just gave it away. Like, I gave it away. I didn't even sell it. I gave it away. But nah, Toph. When it comes to technology, if there's one thing I know, I'm a huge tech guy. You buy quality equipment in tech, so that way you don't have to replace it as often. I'm a firm believer of that.
To see me for her to leave property. That's $400 for like 2 trips. People just think that I'm just sitting here spending money. Most of my money that I got from Temu went to pay my storage because I was behind. And
$100 went to a Switch. And $50 went to a popcorn bucket.
I paid the month that it was due. So I paid twice. I haven't been making any money from social media because I've been getting moves from one place to the other. On top of that, I'm working on my housing. So that's why I haven't been able to really...
You're not working on shit because you're still not on a housing list. Like, how can someone be working on paperwork for a year and a half, man? Like, get Tophia, either get that shit together so you can get on the damn list. Because once you're on the list, you still have to fucking wait. Either get that shit together or go get a damn job so you can get you and your mom in a place. Because this is fucking ridiculous.
Focus on my social media because I've been trying to do my housing. So it's frustrating because it has my brother's stuff in it. I don't need to see her if I talk to her every day on the phone. Why do I have to go see her? I am not spending $200 to go see my mom and not pay the storage. I'm gonna be like, Mom, I saw you, but goodbye to your son's stuff. My brother's stuff is in the storage. She's gonna be mad at me if I spent the money for the storage to go see her instead of paying for the storage. This just is so insufferable. Nope, I'm not really getting that much cameos. If people was requesting cameos like that, then yes, I could go see my mom. If you wanna help financially support to go see my mom, then financially support.
No. I'm not, dude. I, as I've said in the comments a few times, I would not put a cent in your grubby, ashy little hands, because you've literally told us that you would commit fraud. Like you straight up just admitted it a couple streams ago. Y'all remember when she was like, I don't understand if I set up a GoFundMe and, you know, yeah, say I do use some of the money for something else than what's listed. Why is that a big deal? Because it's fucking fraud, Tophia. If people are giving you money for a specific use because you are asking for the money to go to that thing and then you use it for something else, that's fucking scamming, gang. What are you talking about?
You fork over your money to help me to go see my mom then. I don't got money. I got bills I gotta pay. I don't got money like that to be spending. When people say, oh, you bought a Switch, I didn't spend $200 on a Switch, nor did I spend $200 on anything. All of this stuff is what I had. Literally. I haven't
You didn't have that $50 Michael Jackson bucket, but continue.
Even spent money like that in a long time. I haven't even been making money like that, and the money that I just got paid, which was the last of it, from Temu, went to my storage and my phone bill.
And a Switch.
That's about it.
And a popcorn bucket.
Because I had to get body wash. I'm running out of shampoo, conditioner. I'm gonna have to get that soon. Can't afford that. Had to get my pads because I never need that. I don't need to fix my problems Because I don't have a problem. I'm not wasting $200. You waste $200 of your money. If you really want me to go see my mom, then you donate $200. It's not whether or not I'm being uncaring and I don't want to see my mom. I've already explained that. It doesn't matter, mom aside or not, I'm not spending $200. That's too much money. I don't have. I don't even have a place to live, but you want me to spend $200 for a Lyft Uber?
Tophia, you don't care. It doesn't matter how much money it costs. It could cost $5. You don't care about seeing your mom, period. Because like let's just go back to when they did go get their social security cards or whatever, right? She says that someone took her there to get her mom so they could do that. Well, why didn't that person ever take you there any other time? It was only when you needed something you had that person take you. Because I mean, I have to assume it's Tophiachu, but no, it couldn't have been Tophiachu. So who the fuck was it? Because she said Tophiachu couldn't go there because it's outside of the state, and she can't, or not out the state, but outside of city limits, which she couldn't leave because of like her house arrest or whatever. So who was it? Was it Crushchu? Why did like details, man? They are important because all I can do is speculate. So if you had someone be able to take you out there when you needed some shit, why could this never could happen any other time besides that one time? You know, it just sounds like a load of bollocks. I'm just saying.
Would be way more expensive. Lyft is a cheaper version. I do Lyft. Lyft is a lot safer, and Lyft is also not that expensive depending on where you're going. I could go to somewhere for like $6, but when you're going out of Albuquerque, that's when it starts to get pricey, depending where you're going. And unless you're gonna pay for a $200 trip, I'm not paying for it, considering I don't have a place to live. If I don't have a place to live, why am I gonna spend $200 on a trip?
I mean, you don't have a place to live. Why would you spend $100 on a Switch? Why would you spend $50 on a Michael Jackson bucket? I mean, we can apply this logic to a ton of shit, Tophia. You don't have a place to live. Why would you spend $150 at the Hello Kitty Cafe? Like, what? But when it comes to see your mom, no. That's where I draw the line. Get the fuck out of here.
Makes no sense. When people say to sell my Switch, I'll sell my Switch and buy stuff on Temu because I'm not selling my Switch to pay for a $200 trip. I just told you it doesn't matter whatever I have that you're telling me to sell. I'm not going to sell anything for a $200 trip. Either way, I'm not paying for a $200 trip. That's just too much money. I don't got money.
Because she doesn't care.
You may have money like that, but I don't got money like that. I don't have a place.
And it's crazy because Tophia, you're right. We do have money like that. And you know why? Because we work 9 to 5s. Wow. Who would have fucking thought?
Live, so why would I pay $200? Either way, if I sell this, I'm going to spend it on something else because I'm not paying $200 for a trip.
Of course,
so
you
I'm not
would.
going to sell it. I'm not. That's a waste of money. It's not benefiting me any to pay for a trip. I'm going to pay $200 for a Lyft. Then what? I don't own the Lyft. I don't own the car. I talk to my mom every day over the phone. That's the best that I can do. My mom understands why I can't visit her. She understands. I don't know why other people don't understand. I like this. Y'all always come with negativity. And then when you come with negativity, then you get mad because you say I make excuses. Then I want you to take a $200 trip and spend $200 or you don't care, right? No, but I didn't even say I hate my mother. Did that even come out of my mouth? No, it didn't. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do with the money because I'm not spending it for a $200 trip. So when I got the Switch, no, it wasn't when I was at the apartment. Someone gave me a Switch. I had a Switch when I was in the car because someone had two, and someone that was a supporter of mine gave me the Switch. And so I had a Switch. Then my Switch it was gone, not lost. My Switch was gone.
It got
because they
gone?
auctioned everything off in the car. So my brother's cell phone is gone. I don't have my brother's cell phone. Thank you for the rose. I don't have some of my brother's belongings, and because when everything went with the car, I was in a place. I had a roof over my head, not a place where I was working on housing. When I bought this Switch, I didn't spend $200 on this Switch. I had money. I didn't have money for a $200 trip, and I didn't spend a lot of money for the Switch. That's what people keeps mistaking.
She keeps saying she didn't spend a lot of money for the Switch, but she has yet to give us an actual dollar amount. How much did you spend on the Switch, Tophia? Because again, unless I'm assuming at least like $100. That's what I'm thinking. Because I think the new Switch is, I'm not 100%. I want to say like $450, $500, something crazy for like the power that you're getting. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know what Nintendo was thinking, but I'm thinking at least $100.
I had to save money to literally pay for my storage, which I paid because I wasn't going to be behind on my storage and have a Switch. That doesn't make any sense. Why would I have a Switch if I can't pay my bills? Right. Use your common sense when you speak. Because people are stupid. They're like, why would you buy that instead of going to see your mom? Why are
Man, like, look, if you don't want to see your mom, fuck it. But why would you buy a Switch instead of saving that money? Even if that just means saving the money to help you pay for the next month's storage. Why would you buy a Switch at all? Because Tophia, no matter what the fuck you try to say, you haven't been having this Switch for like months. Because like she's been trying to make it seem like she's been having this Switch for some, like, no, you have never popped up on stream with this motherfucker until this Temu money hit. You bought it recently in the last couple of weeks. Stop the cap.
are you spending money? It's just like, I haven't spent a lot of money in retrospect. Why don't you save money? Because
Sure.
you spent on a Switch could have paid for a house. I'm only gonna, but for an apartment, pay 1 month and then not have next month's rent. What kind? They need proof of income. I don't have any income coming in. I barely have anything coming in from social media. So I'm supposed to tell them, hey, I got this one-time payment of 500. Just trust that I can pay the rent next month. That's not how that works.
Well, whose fucking fault is that, Tophia? We been telling you to get a job so you would have proof of income. And now you say, "Oh, I don't have income. I don't have it." No. You said social media is your job. You don't need a job because you have a job. Well, you know what jobs provide, Tophia? They provide income. So again, is social media a job or is this like a hobby? It's just something that you just do in your downtime. Which one is it? Come on. As Toki says, answer quickly.
I need to make a shirt with this. Like, that's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
Ain't nobody
Life does
buying
not
that
work
shit.
like that. Nothing is secure. Whether you get a job or not, you're not secured enough. You can still lose your job. You can get fired for even doing your job properly and don't know how life really works. I'm not trying to work for somebody to make them money and then be at the mercy of someone. And then when I lose my job, I lose my place to live. I want to own my place. I want to.
Tophia, this is like, it's such a brain dead argument because you're at the mercy of TikTok, which we literally saw they kicked you out of the program. Like, yeah, you're back in there now. But let's say you were actually having like a successful TikTok career and you know, let's just say she was making that $3,000, the $3,000 in January that she loves to brag about. Let's say that's what she was making every month. Well, you randomly just get kicked out of the program unexpectedly. It's not, social media is not secure either. At least with a job, typically, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do and the company doesn't go under, you usually have some level of job security. So, what do you mean? I don't get it.
To own my house before it becomes too expensive to own a house, before I can't really afford to live. Because it's going to come a time when you really can't afford to live. Well, I can't put
Sure.
anything in my
Okay.
savings account because all my money goes to my bills. I can't because the Switch
Womp
doesn't even have,
womp.
I don't even have Google search or the Google icon on here. You can't search the internet. You probably can, but I don't know how. I don't have.
Can y'all, like, for all my actual functioning adults that watch this channel, can you imagine only having $300 of bills each month? Just let that thought seep into your mind for a moment. You only have to pay $300 and everything is fucking good, man. Everything else is taken care of and provided for. And you don't have any money left over to save. That shit is pathetic, Tophia. That is honestly just pathetic. You are too old for $300 a month to be like the breaking point where there's nothing left over for you to save. Fucking ridiculous, man.
Have any down here. I just have games. There's Nintendo Online, there's news, but other than that, you can't really. I don't have the Google app. I have San Andreas, I have Grand Theft Auto 3. I have Mario Party. I have a little to the left. Fall Guys, Among Us, Vice City. That's what I have. And I should play Grand Theft Auto 3. Maybe there is a Google app, but I wouldn't know. Let's see if there is. Who said the internet was responsible for funding my life? I
You.
said if people want me to take a $200 trip, then they need to pay for it because I'm not paying for it. I got bills. Nobody asked the internet to fund my life. So clearly you're saying if you want fund my life, then you understand what I'm saying. Why are you
Nope, I
trying to tell
don't.
me to do something you won't do? It won't let me enter my PIN. I didn't bring up enter my PIN. I'm not trading the Switch for a laptop because no one will trade. You have to have cash nowadays. People on Facebook Marketplace don't do trades anymore unless it's for something that's of value or greater.
I mean, that's not true at all. It's just like the things need to be like a similar value. No one's trade. I mean, whoever recommended trading a Switch for a laptop is crazy because bro, this is like a $80 to $100 piece of tech. Even for like a cheap laptop, you're talking like $300-400. So like, nah, that's that's not gonna fucking happen unless the person's just an idiot.
When people say looking for a trade for a car when they're trading a car, it's more than likely they want a car that is better than the car that they're offering to trade for. So I realize that now people don't trade because I think people took advantage of trades. So now people really don't trade. No,
What?
thrift stores are donation only. They don't trade. Thrift stores don't trade. They only do donations. You can't go to a thrift store and trade. Unless there is one I don't know of, but I know a lot of the thrift stores I go to, they don't do trades. They do donations. Thank you for the Facebook games to play on the Switch. So right now I've been playing Vice City, and I bought this when I was in the car. So the Grand Theft Autos I bought when I was in the car, when we were sleeping in the car, my brother played Grand Theft Auto on my Switch. So just so people know, I didn't buy the games recently; those were bought in the car. But when you've had a Switch before, you can transfer your data over. So I transferred all the data that I had over. People do care because then people say, "How do you have those games? You can buy Grand Theft Auto, but you can't go see your mom." I didn't, and especially a little to the left, I bought that. I was playing that when we were at the other place when my brother was alive. So Mario Party, someone bought that for me. I didn't buy that. Someone bought that for me. Oh, it was because I wanted to play, and it was also because I did have money saved for an RV. I've already explained this. People.
No, the fuck you didn't, Toph. You can't. You had $3,000 come in. She's talking about the $3,000 she got back a couple months before her brother passed away. No, you can't. Just because money came in, you can't say that you had money saved because you didn't. You didn't continue to save the money to accomplish the goal, and B, you spent like $1,000 of the 3,000 at Comic-Con. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
People wanted, they were charging a lot of money for an RV, especially
No
because some
shit.
people was charging for RVs that needed a lot of fixing, a lot of upkeep, and it would have cost more to fix it up on top of the money we would have had to pay for an RV. I'm not paying as much money as people was asking for an RV that I have to fix up and put thousands more dollars into. So
Tophia, like, she has no concept of like the value of a dollar. Because if you thought you was gonna buy a like fully functioning RV with all the bells and whistle in pristine condition with no issues whatsoever for $3,000, then you really are just an idiot. You really are. Of course, if you're buying an RV, let's say if it was even a little bit more, like 5,000, 6,000, RVs are not fucking cheap. They're literally mobile homes. There's way more that goes into making an RV than just a regular car, Tophia. Of course, if you were only going to spend 3, 4,000, 5,000, it's going to be a junker and you're going to have to fix up a lot of shit. Duh.
so there's that. So I had money saved. Because I've seen people, there have been some good deals on some RVs. But the RVs,
Where?
after there was those good deals, what happened was is that I didn't have the money then. I was waiting to get paid because that's
Oh.
when in 2024 I got paid 3,000. 2024 is when I got paid the 3,000. So then the reason
So then I went to Comic-Con.
being why we were going to get an RV was because I wanted to try to figure out how to get a place where it was possible that we did not get evicted because someone's going to see me somewhere if they're at the same apartment complex I'm at and then start telling people I'm here. Next thing you know, I'm getting harassed and then here we are being asked to leave and then they wrongfully evict us. I'm not having an eviction on my name because to be honest with you, I'm just going to be honest. With an eviction, right? That makes it a lot harder for you to get a place to live. If
No
you got an
shit,
eviction,
we
then you're gonna
know.
find a place to live. People are having trouble, especially with housing, getting a place to live with evictions. They have to get a lawyer to wipe that clean. So you got me how I'm supposed to live now. You can about nothing at all. I'll play this one. You know what I mean? These are things. Thank you
I
for.
don't.
I don't have an eviction on my name. That's why I didn't put my name on any leases, because when you go to apartments and you go to pay, you have to put your name on a lease. That's why I didn't put my name on a lease. So I don't have an eviction on my name. When we got evicted, that was on my dad's name. He's the one that has the eviction. We don't have any evictions. That's why we didn't go to the meeting. So he had to show up. If he didn't show up, then he had to pay whatever it was for damages. Mind you, those damages from the SWAT team, we notified them of those damages. They said that they would fix those damages. They tried to say my dad did those damages. He didn't do that. So we're gonna get a he can get a lawyer to fight that. We don't need to get a lawyer because whatever he does is on him. He needs to help himself. We
That's
need to
right.
help ourselves.
Yeah.
I can't. I've only helped him as so much as I can.
Fuck
I can't
Mamachu.
do it anymore. I can't be responsible for someone when I have to be responsible for myself. My dad got him help. We got him on his medication. He just gets off his medication. He's back out there. We can't keep repeating the cycle. We can't keep repeating the cycle. Like some of you guys think it's just easy. It's not easy for me. I've been taking care of my dad for how long? Ever since I graduated high school. I've been taking care of my family. The only time I ever was apart from my family is when I stayed in the dorm when I was going to UNM. When I was going to the university, going to school, and I only went for a semester because I couldn't even afford school. And then
No, it's not because you. It's not just because you couldn't afford it. Because you said you had like some type of scholarship or some type of grant or some shit. You failed. You flunked out. Let's not gloss over that part, Toph, in the retelling of the story. But go ahead.
me and my brother lived in a studio that my dad was paying for. He was paying for two studios. He was paying for my
Wow.
mom in his studio, and he was paying for mine and my brother's studio. And that together was over $1,000, which is what he made from his.
Why? Like, you and your brother are grown. Why was your dad paying for y'all's studio? Just bro, it's just ridiculous, man. Okay, keep going, please.
Disability. I just can't. Anytime I got little bits of payment, because I would mentor at the art studio, that was $30. If my dad took me to cash a check, I had to give him some money because he took me. Oh, wow, I took you, you need to give me some money. But when he had cigarettes and he took me somewhere, he didn't ask for money. It was only because he didn't have no cigarettes. Now all of a sudden, he found a way. I paid $400 for him for these businesses he wanted to run. He would find an online business and he would be like, "Can you pay for this online website?" I would pay for that. I was like Bank of America. If I made that $3,000, trust me, he would try to take some of it. He would try to say, "Well, let's invest this. If you're making this money, invest it." And to him, it's
Why you just throwing shade on Papachu? He ain't been around for years at this point. I don't even know why you bringing him up in reference to the money you made while y'all were living in the car. But okay.
not investing like that. To be honest with you, I can only do so much. It's not because I don't care about him. It's not because I abandoned him. I'm not trying to abandon anyone. I got to take care of myself. I'm already stressed out as it is. I'm already freaking out. I'm trying to do all of these things to get set in place to pay my storage. Yes, I can pay my storage this month, but what about next month? I already got to think about next month. I'm already freaking out because I have too much going on my plate. And it's like I had to have all these things on my plate. There's no way I can start clearing things off my plate. I'm trying to get the housing stuff as people saying it's not going to work. I don't know what more to do. I have to wait. I have to just keep pushing and hope that I get the housing. I deserve.
AKA sitting on my ass, chilling at the shelter, buying fast food, and playing Grand Theft Auto on my brand new Switch. Is that about right? I think I summed it up, guys.
A house just like everyone else. There's so much going on. I just know it's hard. I do want to give up, but I got to keep going because my mom needs me to get a place. It's not easy to just tell someone that has trauma to get up and go get a job. I work with PTSD. You can work with PTSD too. That's not how that works. And I'm sorry. That's not how that works. It doesn't matter if I got a job. If I got a job right now, I still would be here. I wouldn't be able to afford to live. I'm not going to be working to never have a place. That's just not feasible. I'm not going to be working a job and not afford to live. People don't even know the reality. The reality is you can't afford to live anymore.
Yes, Tophia, because you are the only person that's living in reality. While all of us are chilling in our apartments and houses with cars, doing whatever we want to, taking vacations, enjoying having a functioning social life. Yeah, we don't understand reality. You right. You got the master key. Tophia's got this shit unlocked, bro. She's cracked the code, y'all. Apparently just living off the government out of a shelter. That's freedom.
Not with one job. I'm not working two, because what's the point of working two to make the same paycheck that you're gonna work making working one job? Why would I work two jobs to make the same paycheck with just one job? That does not make any sense. You have to work 8 hours a week. The minimum wage here just got raised by
What?
$3. Dollars does not.
I'm gonna back this up. Did she really just say you have to work 8 hours a week? Like she's like, this is how you know, like she has no concept of being an adult. She doesn't even know what full time is. 8 hours a week, Tophia. Do it. You spread that, what, 2 hours every each day? Is that's probably the schedule she was working at, like Dunkin' Donuts or some shit. It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Why would I work two jobs to make the same paycheck with just one job? That does not make any sense. You have to work 8 hours a week. The minimum wage here just got raised by $3. Dollars does not make a freaking difference. Not when gas prices are skyrocketing. People are paying $100 just to fill up their cars, especially if they got these expensive cars.
You ain't
If they
got
have
no
an expensive car,
car.
then they can afford to pay. It's like $50 to fill up a tank. It used to be 20. Then I don't even make enough to survive. Then I can't afford to eat. So then what am I gonna do? Pay my rent or eat? Then I have to.
So Tophia, I would love to get her, like, I don't know, on a panel, on a call one day, just so I could just ask some questions, because the math just ain't mathing, Tophia. Like, you say working a job, you're not going to be able to do any of the shit that everyone else with jobs is able to do. Like, what do you mean? Everyone else has a job and is doing all the shit that you're talking about, but for some reason that just won't work for you. Huh. It's pretty convenient for someone that just doesn't want to fucking work.
To pay my phone bill, car insurance, gas, all of that is not free, and that's not. And then I don't have
Duh.
any money left over for anything else. So, I. w- It's not like I want to spend money, but I wouldn't be able to have a self
Girl.
care or anything because I wouldn't be able to afford that. Then I gotta buy my own hygiene. I gotta buy my own toilet paper. That becomes expensive. Toothpaste,
What?
toothbrushes, deodorant, lotion, shampoo, conditioner, my hair product. That's not cheap. That's expensive. There's so much stuff that I have to pay for in my body wash. That's pretty.
Yes, Tophia, it is the meaning of being a adult. Like, what are we talking about right now? She literally just said, like, toilet paper. Like, yeah. Like, what the fuck? If you don't want to buy toilet paper, I don't know what to tell you. Like, install a bidet. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, what the fuck? Yes, Tophia, all the things that you have to buy in order to survive, yeah, it is expensive. It will eat up the majority of the money that you would earn at a job. But if you are financially literate and smart, you would still put aside some money, even if it's just a little $10, $20 a check, just anything. Saving anything is better than saving absolutely nothing. That's something that was highly instilled in me from when I was a fucking very young. My mom used to give me an allowance. I think it was like probably like $20 back when I was in elementary school. And she was like, what you need to do is no matter what you want to buy, you're going to save at least $5 of that 20. You can save more, but you should always save at least $5 of whatever comes in. And of course, as you get older and, you know, the income goes up, of course, that number goes up as well. Like, it's just simple math, Tophia. I don't, I don't understand why you just think it's impossible. She treats like being an adult as just an impossible task when literally everyone else around her is fucking doing exactly the shit that she's talking about. It's just amazing. It really is.
Cheap because I get that at Five Below. I get it smells like strawberries. That's my favorite, and I can get it for like a couple bucks. I get
Cool,
the cool
man.
enhancing smoothie, Shea Moisture, and Shea Moisture at Sally's goes for about $11 for a jar like that big. Luckily, I have. Well, I don't know if it's ruined by the sun. I mean, because I had it on my wish list. It was the conditioner, the shampoo. It was the whole set, like shea moisture set, and it came with the curl enhancing smoothie, which I was using. And I think there's one that's still unopened in storage. But then I have bought one, and I was already using that one, so I didn't open that one because I already had one open. Manic Janice does not know what she's talking about. PR does not pay. When these people are getting free PR packages, it's a
PR.
product. A product is not going to pay your bills. That's why I don't do PR stuff. I already know how to get PR stuff. I'm not making a video for them for free. I want to get paid for making a video for trying their product.
Tophia, I'm pretty sure Manic Janice knows exactly what the fuck she's talking about. I'm friends with Manic Janice on TikTok, and she does a shit ton of promotions or advertisements, whatever you want to call it. If she says she's getting paid, I fucking believe her, Tophia. Like, you know, because not every company does business the exact same way. You know what I'm saying? Like Tophia, she did like with the TikTok shop promotions or whatever. Okay, for I'm pretty sure for all of TikTok shop, you get a product for free, and then if people click your link or buy the item in question from your video, you get a commission, which is a kickback for you making the video. So you're getting paid. Some companies will send you a product to review or to promote, and they'll give you a flat fee. Like, hey, based on the size of your following, we'll give you this item to promote, and we're going to give you $75, $200. You know what I'm saying? It's probably not like a ridiculous amount of money, because I'm not 100% sure how many followers Janice has right now. But if she says she's getting paid, I assume she's getting paid, because she's literally went from because her profile was mainly talking shit about Tophia for for a long time, but she has transitioned her platform where she like promotes a bunch of makeup and shit. Big shout out to her.
Sending someone a product is not going to pay your bills. Some of these influencers will gladly take PR packages because they have a business. Someone like me who doesn't have any money, I am not going to literally promote a business that is sending me a product. That product is not going to pay my bills. That's free advertisement. I don't understand why they're using content creators for free advertisement. You're not paying these creators, and they're giving you free advertisement. That's crazy. The only thing that I do, this is why I get the free samples from the TikTok shop, because I'm making a commission. Anytime someone buys a product or they click the link from my videos, I've made commissions. That's why I do the TikTok shop stuff and request free samples, because I'm getting paid. I'm getting a free sample and I'm getting paid. Did you know that there is this Amy Jackson, I think it is. She's the TikTok queen of TikTok shop. She literally bought a second house just off of TikTok shop products and getting paid from selling TikTok shop products. She made $30,000 just off of TikTok shop. I sell products from TikTok shop, believe it or not.
Girl, oh my goodness. I swear, Tophia, she constantly does this thing, and I'm sure y'all picked up on it, where like she compares what she's doing to people that are doing the same thing, but they're doing it successfully. That's the difference, Tophia. They're actually successful at doing it. Whoever this lady is, I don't know if she already said it, or maybe I heard this earlier when I was listening to this while I was working, but she said like this woman made like $30,000 in like a year from promoting products from TikTok shop. Very fucking impressive. That's some good shit. That's that's a decent little salary as a side hustle, because I'm sure they're doing other shit as well. Tophia, no one is buying shit from you on TikTok shop. Why would I take a homeless woman's recommendations for some makeup or anything? Like, no one is looking at your content like, oh yes, that homeless girl with the terrible hair and the chewish curls. I need to buy that fucking I don't know, that mascara that she was showing off. Like, no. The fuck out of here. And then you suck at promoting stuff. You make some of the worst product ads I've ever seen, man. I remember when like she had to one of the times she redid the Temu video, she was showing off like the tie-dye shirt and pants set. It's like, bro, she's not using a tripod. It's like, you can't, she's literally using her arm to just hold it out. You can't even see the outfit properly or anything. Like, you are bad at this. You're not going to be one of those people making 30K a year from TikTok shop, Tophia. You'd be lucky if you make maybe $30.
But yeah, I do pretty good with TikTok shop.
Bullshit.
Well, they did have a tomato throw gift. They got rid of it. TikTok used to have that gift. People would send that a lot, but they got rid of it. I don't know why they got rid of it, but they did. They used to have that. Thank you for the clown gift. They did. They had a tomato throw gift. They had it on Bigo. So Bigo had the tomato throw gift, but then TikTok had one on TikTok. Could you? Other places like to copy TikTok. TikTok Musically was the originator of live streams before Bigo, before UpLive, before any of those other lives. It was TikTok first, which was Musically before TikTok. Then all these other apps started trying to.
Was Twitch just not a thing? I really don't know. I genuinely don't know what years these companies started.
Be like TikTok, then they have all of these expensive gifts or gifts you send that are interactive. On Bigo, UpLive, I lost $50.
Oh shit. Oh. Hey, oh little buddy. I'm sorry, y'all. Just randomly, I just happened to look over, and I've been obsessing about jumping spiders for like the last probably month and a half, and there was literally one jumping across my floor. So I just caught it, and I'm about to put him up. Okay, guys, mission accomplished. I captured the jumping spider. It's in like a little Tupperware now. We just poked a bunch of holes in it. I'll see if I can get like a video. Maybe I'll throw that in towards the end. But yeah, anywho, let's continue.
I have an account on UpLive and it won't let me cash out the money. And I can no longer go live on UpLive because somebody said to me and I got banned for it.
Oh,
which
shucks.
is crazy because I was addressing it. Why would I need to shut up? That's what this live is for, talking. If I'm not talking, then it would be a boring live. So if you want to go somewhere else and watch, you can. Not right now. I do have some sort of income because if I didn't have an income, how is my phone bill being paid? I'm paying that with money that I earn from social media. If it's boring, then you could leave. It's boring because it's not filled with drama. There are other places where you can go get drama. Don't come here for drama. Go somewhere else for drama. Why does it always have to be drama? Not everything has to be about drama. So the story behind my username is that I liked Pikachu. Hey. And so Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon. So I was trying to think of a name, right? Because I had Tophia. No, I had another username, but I can't remember. Oh, that's what it was. I had another username that didn't have my name in it. And for some reasons, this content creator that was huge knew my actual name, but would call me by my username. So then I changed it because he wasn't calling me by my real name. And I'm like, well, you're my name, but why do you keep calling me by the username? It's me. So then I said, so people know that it's me, I'm going to change my username. So I changed it to, I was thinking of Tophia, I don't know. I didn't want to put just Tophia. So then I said, Pikachu is my favorite character. Why not Tophiachu? And that's how it became about. But I had Tophiachu 22. That was my old username.
Cool story, bro.
And no, that's not the username that I had. I had something else. So anyways, someone said that it's a lot harder for people to find you with a number in your name. So I dropped the 22 and just kept Tophiachu because they said, well, people could type in Tophiachu 22, but people are not, you don't go viral if you got a number in your name. Probably now, yes, you could go viral with a number in your name. But back then, they wouldn't push your videos if you had a number in it because it's just too much. Because people would have these usernames with long numbers like social security numbers. So why would I pull my shirt down? It's okay. I have a lot. So that's just basically, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I do get paid for posting on Facebook, but not as much. Because the only way for me to get paid a lot on Facebook is if I'm getting 10 million views. Otherwise, I'm only making a few cents here and there, a few bucks here and there. It's not my regular Facebook because I have two Facebooks. For some reason, it's split into two. So, yeah. What's that? Because I didn't talk to anyone's little sister. People will say anything. Now I see the comments, but I didn't see it. So, yeah, I have for dinner goulash. I had goulash. Hamburger meat, macaroni, and tomato sauce with cheese. Goulash. I didn't talk to a little girl on Roblox. I didn't even talk to anybody on Roblox. That's fake. How did I even talk to anyone on Roblox? I don't even know how to message anybody on Roblox. People.
Really, Tophia? Really? Your perpetual online ass couldn't figure out the chat? I don't believe that.
People don't even know how to lie properly. The only game I played on Roblox was Dress to Impress, and I didn't even talk to anybody. I don't even know how to message anyone on Roblox. Duh. Thank you for the good points. You know why it's likely? Because you don't like someone, that's why. Well, you could believe Janice, whatever you want to believe. Matt, if that's Matt Janice, then she's lying. Anybody can make an account pretending to be me and start talking to people on Roblox. Duh. That is very much a thing. I never message anyone on Roblox. The only game I played on Roblox, which I haven't played Roblox recently because I don't have Roblox, not even on here, because Roblox won't work on here very well.
Uh
It can play
huh.
it on the phone, but it won't work good on the phone. The only way that I played Dress to Impress is on the Xbox. And I'm not even on, I don't even have an Xbox. I only played Dress to Impress. But yeah, I didn't even talk to anyone when I was on Roblox. I just played Dress to Impress. To be honest, here's the thing. Why are people still supporting Roblox after Roblox got exposed? They removed someone from their app for exposing predators and they banned him instead because he was exposing the predators. Why are
Yeah.
people still
Yeah, that whole situation was crazy as hell. Roblox is definitely sketchy as hell for that.
allowing their siblings that they know should not be on there? Knowing what Roblox got exposed for, why are our kids still playing on there? Make that make sense. Like, that's stupid. Again, you're not listening. Roblox is under fire because they banned a content creator for exposing predators on Roblox. They banned him because he was exposing predators on Roblox. Roblox is being boycotted. People are not playing Roblox anymore. So I don't understand. It doesn't matter if they're a kid or not. Why are people still allowing their kids on that app knowing the app supports predators? Again, my kids would not be playing on an app that supports predators. Roblox supports predators because they banned a creator for exposing predators. How many parents have to say that their kids are meeting people that they were talking to on Roblox that talked them into meeting them? Nothing good comes of Roblox. People know that. I would not be having my kids play a game that I know kids are being lured on. Grown adults are luring these kids from Roblox to meet them in public. Yes, it did slightly lag. There's a difference, right? When you say every game in existence, a lot of these games do not support predators and they're actually putting safety precautions in place. Roblox is not doing that. They banned the content creator for exposing predators on their app. So
Yep.
Roblox supports predators. There's a lot of people making zoophile accounts and those accounts don't get banned. And zoophile are people that are into animals. There's a lot of race, there's a lot of age play accounts. There's a lot of weird accounts on Roblox that are not being banned. Again, you're just justifying like that's like me supporting something, right? That you know is bad, which I would never do. But then you wouldn't be okay with it. Again, why are you justifying everything? You see what I'm saying? In the process of lying on someone and exposing them, you just showed that you're a horrible sibling because you're allowing your sibling to exist on an app, a bunch of predators, and the people that created the app supports predators. So why are you supporting people that supports predators? Then you must be a predator. You have to be an adult and put your foot down. If the kids want to play, find another game for them to play. Who cares if they cry? Who cares if they get upset? It's for their safety. Why would you jeopardize their safety over them being happy to just play some game?
I mean, Tophia actually spitting facts right now. I ain't even gonna cap. It's one of the few things I have probably ever agreed with Tophia on. Go ahead, Toph. Preach on.
Like, so weird. Thank you. Someone agrees because they said facts. You tried to lie on me and made yourself look like a horrible human being. Why are you allowing sibling to be on an app that you know predators and then try to lie on me like that? Like, what's wrong with you? Oh, I got proof. That I didn't talk to any minors. I literally played Dress to Impress. And I didn't have no conversations with nobody. I was just playing Dress to Impress. Nobody has issues when other content creators that are my age is playing Roblox and playing other games and doing other things because, oh, it's always me. But when it comes to your faves, you don't say nothing. And especially the ones that are a lot older than me that are doing other stuff. That is the only reason why I played Dress to Impress because I knew
Right.
that was going to happen. I'm not stupid. I said the only reason why I'm going to play Dress to Impress is because, or one of those games that's like, what is that game? All the way up to heaven, or I don't remember what it was. Your game where you take the obstacles all the way up. It was all the way up or something like that. I don't even know what it was called. The only reason why it's called Up, that's what it was. It's even on Fortnite. When I played Fortnite, if I was on the mic or if I played, it was with people I know and it wasn't online because some people that I played with
What?
online, I just played with them. because I was cautious of who I played with, and I literally paid attention to who I played with. So
What do you mean it wasn't online? Fortnite is an online only game. I'm pretty sure. I don't think they're. I know they had like the save the world thing back when it first came out. I don't even know if that's still a thing anymore, but okay.
so you can't talk to people dressed to impress. Probably could message, but I was just doing the codes. So I talked to people all my life while I played dress to impress. So I don't sit all day. So happy
You do.
birthday. I
Don't
don't play
cap.
Roblox anymore. So what happened was that I didn't admit nothing. I don't play Roblox anymore. The last place I was at is when I played Roblox. But then after the whole situation, and that happened after I wasn't playing Roblox, I just said I'm not going back on Roblox. I'm not live all day. So what do you mean I'm sitting here being laughed at all day? I didn't go live all day. So how am I being laughed at all day if I didn't even go live all day? You clearly have no concept of time, which must mean you're on here talking about me, thinking about me all day. I'm not gonna lie. People have no concept of time because I wasn't on here all day. What important questions? There are no important questions. There, now I can help you. Now you ask an important question. No, wait, you can't because you're blocked. My zodiac chart? I know that I'm Gemini, but I forgot the other ones. How you enter your birthday and you get your whole chart?
What?
I have that. I can pull it up. Watch
Girl, we don't
fireworks for
care.
the 4th. But
We
no,
do
when they
not
mean
care.
chart, they mean the 3 major moons, I think it is. Not just the Gemini. So you have a whole chart. And how you figure out your whole chart is you find a website where it gives you your whole chart. You have to enter in the time that you were born, your birth date, and the time that you were born. It's on your birth certificate. And you enter the time that you were born. Why does Tyler keep coming back after Tyler was blocked? You're obsessed. You keep making accounts. You come back, then you're obsessed. If you make another account and say that again, you're obsessed. Anyways, birth chart, I think it is. But you enter in the time that you were born and your birth date, and you get your whole chart. And your whole chart tells you everything. It even tells you what. So if you really don't want to know that, then don't look at that, because I don't know if I looked at that one. It tells you what you're gonna end, what you may end up, what you're gonna die from, basically. So,
What?
anyways, it's just basically it'll
Girl.
tell you your love life, not just like, oh, you're gonna fall in love with it. No, it tells you it's a very detailed love thing that it tells you, very detailed. It also tells you your career path. It also tells it's very. This is not just the horoscope ones where they give you us like, oh, if you follow the path that you're on, you will make loads of. No, it's not going to be like that. This gives you very descriptive detail into things. Even I don't have another device to show you my chart thing because, and I had to. It was in a message. Someone sent me my chart in a message. I need to relook at my chart again. No, I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what that is. If you
I mean, you're doing a terrible job of describing it, but I'm assuming, I think it's called like the natal chart or something like that. It's for the astrology buffs. I'm sure y'all can correct me, but yeah, you're not, you're not doing it any justice with the way that you're describing it.
type in the year that you were born, you have to go to a certain way, a certain place. It's not just, I think it's your astrology chart, I'm not sure. But you enter, you go, it'll tell you on your birth certificate the time that you were born in the AM, I think 1:22 AM. But anyways, you put that in, you put your birth date, you put where you're from, and it gives you descriptive. The love description will tell you the person that you may be with may be someone that's out of your state. You'll have just very descriptive, but I can't show you my chart, because I don't have, it's on my phone, and I have to go through all the messages, and I'm going to scroll through them and read mine's again, because it's very interesting. My chart literally matched me, which was interesting, and it tells you what, it's very descriptive. Screen share, well, I can't screen share because I can't, there's no way to screen share, because, so I have the game, mobile gaming, but with mobile gaming, you have to be playing a mobile game. So I can't go to Google and then I will get banned if I'm not mobile gaming. I have to be playing a mobile game. So it's not going to let me go to Google and show you my astrology. I will get banned. That's what mobile gaming is, for mobile gaming. And I know why you want me to screen share. You ain't going to see any of that because I don't have any of that on my phone. I
Are
just
you
have
sure
to.
about
That's what
that?
someone was like, screen share. I already know why someone was asking that. I would screen share, but I'll get banned, because mobile gaming is for mobile gaming. They don't allow you to screen share anything else. And if you don't believe me, those of you that have mobile gaming, go live and go on Google and do something other than mobile gaming. I got a warning once that says you are not mobile gaming. We will ban you. See, because the Nintendo shop, right? It's telling me to enter in the code or do the QR code. Or I talked to her. I haven't seen her, but I talked to her. It says user verification is required to open. It says enter PIN or sign info, and then it brings up a QR code, which I can't do that because I'm on here. Sign in with QR code. Oh, here we go. This makes sense. I don't even know why I made this thing to sign in. Well, I could do it, but I really want. I don't know what that app was, what that website was. What? I don't know anything. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, Janae. You literally come in here and spread misinformation. See how she's not talking about the predator stuff? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm not going to keep arguing with people whether or not I'm a predator or not. If you believe that, then believe that. No,
Well, you are by your own logic, but continue.
nothing I say to you is going to convince you otherwise. You just want a reason to lie on someone. Anytime, and this is what I've noticed, anytime that people don't like someone, they resort to calling them a predator, even though they're not one. And I've seen it before. They know that's what sticks, they know that's what works. Anytime that people don't like somebody, they call them a predator just because they don't, oh, well, you're a predator. And you know how I know that's true? Because, well, I said that because of their thinking. I'm not talking about my thinking. I didn't say whether I'm a predator or not. They believe that. I'm talking from their perspective. Learn to listen. I was not saying I was one. But there was a guy that dressed up like Ghost from Call of Duty that took his life for being falsely called a predator. The girl admitted she lied after he took his life, and it's too late. They don't have a Google search. It's YouTube that comes up. I type in, I have disabilities, so I can't do that. In the armed
Right.
forces, any army, any type like that. I know somebody said that people with disabilities can join, but I don't know, something I can't. I have PTSD, so I definitely couldn't. I don't have a response to Candy because it's a one-sided beef. I was not even talking about her to begin with. She just loves to go off and make herself feel like she's important. Nobody cares. She wants to be the main character and everything. She does. She just goes off of what people say. She really does. She does. I don't attack people for no reason. Leslie talked about me first. Leslie started it. Her and Pleasant both started it. I didn't talk about Pleasant for no reason either. And I sure as heck didn't talk about Shorty Bay for no reason either. Shorty Bay made fun of my living situation because someone told her I was talking about her when I wasn't. And because she didn't ask for proof, because people even told her, people said, show the video where she's talking about you.
Uh-huh.
She couldn't show the video where I was talking about her because she didn't have no video. She was blocking people from the live, mind you. When people said, show the video of her talking about you, she started blocking people's comments. People need to learn to ask for proof before jumping on the bandwagon or jumping on something. At the time that she had made fun of my living situation, she was couch surfing. She didn't have a place to live. So how are you going to talk about someone's living situation? I was polite enough to not go after her, even after her whole situation, because I said, look, you don't got a place to live. You're couch surfing and you're talking about my living situation. I'm trying to be nice. Some of you guys really got to use your brain. I didn't
At least she was in a house, though. Just saying.
talk about her all the time. To be honest with you, she got away with using the N-word. Nobody called her out for being racist. You could care less. You don't care about people. You want to see them destroy themselves. You don't call out the racism because she's your entertainment. You want to watch her destroy herself. That's why you're not canceling her for some of the stuff she's done, because you would rather watch her destroy herself for entertainment than to cancel her because you won't see that anymore.
Kind of like what we're doing with you, huh? Yeah.
You won't watch her do that. She literally was in the Freddy Krueger costume, which you can tell that's her, screaming the N-word. She wore cultural appropriated hairstyles. She was hanging around Coco Bliss, and Coco Bliss could talk all the crap she wants. Coco Bliss is mad because I told the truth. I don't know why these wannabe people literally want to come and start some beef with me, because you don't want this beef. You don't compete where you can't compare. I'm actually black, considered to the ones that want to pretend to be black. You ain't black. You wish you was black. That's why you mad. Coco Bliss wants to be black so bad. Cultural appropriating, letting other people cultural appropriate. And let's not forget Linwood
Right.
being homophobic and cultural appropriating as well, and letting her son use the N-word. And
Look, bro, I don't know who the fuck these people are she's talking about. That's why I have nothing to say. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I know Shoddy Bay, but it's like I've never followed her content. So I don't know about any of these situations. I don't know who these other people are, but let's, Tophia, go ahead. Just wrap this shit up. Just wrap it up.
literally harming her dog. And then people want to run and go tell these people I'm talking about them, and then they pop up in real life. Let's really talk about Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is not black. So why are you wearing grills? Why are you talking and act or trying to act black when you're not? Try to come
What? Like, since when was wearing grills just a black thing? Have you never heard of Paul Wall? Really? It's teeth jewelry. It's not just for black people. Tophia, like, you're so dumb.
come in my life and say you're gonna fight me. I could care less about nobody that really wants to pretend to be black, because let's talk about it. Black people invents the culture that you steal because you're a colonizer, because you got no personality. Your personality is to pretend to be a black woman. You can cosplay as a black woman for so long before you get called out. Some of these people think they cute, like Diamond over here talking about EBT and thinking that she's a white black. What's a white woman that wants to be like a black woman so bad? You can never outdo the outdoer. You can never outshine the outshiner. It's so crazy.
What?
All these white women do is
What the
they take on
fuck?
this persona. It's either they're colonizing, it's either they're a Karen, or they want to be what they think black women are. So they put on this persona and try to talk they think black women talk. How do black people talk? There's no such thing as black people talk. And they all have the same accents. They all
Oh, nah. No, hold on. I'm not letting that slide, because you literally said some shit like that in either the last video I covered or maybe the one before that, where it's like again, because what is acting black? She said something along those lines, and I was like, what does that even mean, Tophia? Not all black people act ghetto or ratchet or like what you see in rap videos. And now you're like flipping the script. Now you're flip-flopping on the issue when it comes to white women. It's crazy work.
talk the same with how black people talk. It's not different. These people could come into my life and try to fight me all they want, but they know it's the truth. I see Wyatt's mom blocked me because I told her the truth. Now she was over here defending her son, and now she's not defending him because he turned against her. Now she's back to defending him. It's so weird. Your son didn't even treated you like trash, and you still went back to him. I tell people the truth, and they either block me or they say they want to fight me. I don't fight people. This is not high school. You're mad because I told you the truth. Get over it. You don't got no personality. Your personality is to pretend to be black, and people will eat it up. Just like they do Bad Baby. Bad Baby isn't black, and you guys want to claim that you care about racism and you care about these things, but you don't care because this stuff is affecting the black community, and you could care less. These people are constantly doing these things, and you're not calling it out, so then you must not really care about racism. See, again, you're deflecting from what I just said. It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy. A lot of y'all just condone this stuff. You really do. Because first of all, here's the issue when calling someone out. I explained to you that what people are trying to say isn't racism, it's xenophobic, and I wasn't being xenophobic. And again, how are you going to call out racism when you're defending racism? You can't call it out. It's not that it's a problem that you're trying to hold, which holding me accountable for things you want to take out of context. You refuse to listen when people of the community are telling you something. You allow people to be anti-black, and you just allowed people to say that I'm not black. So how are you?
Because we don't know for sure if you are black. I mean, you definitely mixed with something, but I don't know, man. We just know for sure Marie's your mom. We know that much for sure. Outside of that, it's up to speculation, gang. Sorry.
To even call anyone out when you're allowing anti-black on the live stream. You're not even saying anything, and you see the comments and don't act like you don't see it. On top of that, trans people tried to tell you that what I said was not transphobic, because when you're saying something, it's directed toward, if it's directed towards a trans person, that's transphobic. I was reading a comment that was said towards me, and you could see me looking down and reading a comment. Trans women, trans people tried to tell you that was not transphobic, and some people told them to shut up. How are you going to even speak up for trans rights and call something transphobic when you're telling a trans person that's trying to educate you to shut up? Then that's being a hypocrite. You can't sit here and tell someone from the community that you're trying to stick up for to shut up. You just silence them. Now, again, it has nothing to do with, oh, you're saying it's wrong when we call you out. No, it's because you're calling someone out and you don't even know the definitions of things. What's the definition of racism? And don't ask me what the definition is. I'm asking you. If you can't answer that, then why are you even talking about racism? You can't.
Tophia, shut up, because you read the definition of racism and still try to spin it to where it only applies to white people. And like, that's not how definitions work, Tophia. You're so dumb. Please, do you even remember what the definition of racism is? You just read it like a week ago.
Can't answer, then you can't call people out for racism. Who cares about Wendy Ortiz getting a house before me? I don't know why you brought up Wendy Ortiz. People don't like her anyways, and I'm not defending people bullying.
People don't like you. The fuck?
I really don't care. If I don't like someone, I'm not going to watch their page. And if they do something I really don't like, I'm just going to block them. I didn't block her because I don't keep track on her like that. But no, they don't. Do you even know why she's being canceled? She said that the Hispanic community does not support her. They don't like her, and they call her a bad mom as well because they say she's not taking care of her kid. Her family is. She's just dumping the girl with the family. You do know that, right? I'm not dating anybody. That has nothing to do with race. Some people like me, some people don't. I already know a lot of people don't like me. I'm not stupid. I see the comments when I post a video. I just don't read all of them. I see the DMs that I get. But anyway, she said that Hispanic people don't support her. Basically, she said something about how she hasn't received any support from Hispanic people or something like that. And they got mad and said they were supporting her. But to be honest, and I'm not defending her, but if she feels that way, she has a right to feel that way. Some of y'all have been tearing this girl down. You've been tearing her looks down. You've been tearing, and how does that make someone feel? You tear these people's looks down and they turn around and go get extreme plastic surgery. And then when they don't look like themselves, that was a cute gift. Thank you for the gift. And then when they tear themselves down and get plastic surgery, then you tear them down for that because they got plastic surgery. All you guys did was tear that girl's looks up. Not only did you tear her down for her looks, you also turned around. Thank you for the gifts. And then you proceeded to call her a bad mother
Girl, I
and say she
don't
doesn't take care of her
care.
kids because
Shut
her
up.
kid's always
Move
with her family.
on.
Maybe she has a family that's supportive enough. You don't know if she's a bad mother or not. Why are you judging from what you see online? How do you think someone's going to feel when you are tearing them down? Mind you, you bullied her for literally being live with Kai Cenat. Thank you for the gift points. I don't remember what it was. It was something that had to do with Kai Cenat and she got canceled. I don't even remember. But it's just crazy. And you expect her to not feel some type of way towards her own community? Now, I'm not justifying what she said was right. You can't generalize everyone. And I don't think all Hispanics hate you like that. I think to generalize a whole group of people because you're hurt doesn't, you know. But I've seen you tear this girl down. This girl comes on the internet for you all and you just tear into her looks. And some of y'all are too afraid to even show yourself on the internet, but you tear this girl's looks apart. And you expect her not to feel some type of way. I hate when people do that. They love to poke people and attack people. And then when people defend themselves, everyone wants to get mad. You started it. You caused them to act that way. And then you want to get mad because they're acting that
Oh,
way? No. Anyways, it's 1
yeah.
o'clock. I got to get ready for bed. Have a good day
Good.
wherever you guys are. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is 1 o'clock. I got to get some sleep. But have a good day wherever you guys are. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.
Bye, Tophia. And with that, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I mean the first half, I say like the first hour was pretty good, but when she got to talking about Shawty Bay and zodiac signs, like, girl, get out of here with this teenage drama. And I don't care. No one cares, man. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Drop a like. Highly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Big shout out to my Ko-fi members as always. And yeah, till next time, y'all be safe, be kind to each other, and I will see you all very soon.